Hello, I'm Simon Whistler, you're watching TopTenzNet, and in the video today we're looking at the top 10 most powerful rivers in the world. Number 10. Mekong River.
The Mekong River is located in China. It runs through Burma, Thailand, Yunnan, Laos, Vietnam, and Cambodia. The Mekong is the 11th longest river in the world and the 7th longest in Asia. The river is said to be about 2,703 miles long. Because of the seasonal changes that cause variations in flow as well as the appearance of rapids and waterfalls in the river, the Mekong is extremely difficult to navigate. This river is so strong that the level of the river located in Cambodia is lower than the high tide of the sea. In 2000, the river's rapids and tides became so overwhelming that it flooded, killing about 90 people.
Number 9. Lena River.
Flowing through eastern Siberia, the Lena River is the 10th longest river in the world, bringing water 2,734 miles until it flows into the sea. The river flows northeast and joins with two other rivers and finally flows into the Laptev Sea. The river is known to have strong links to stream flow, especially during the summer and spring when the water is much warmer than usual. Once it is spring, the ice on the Lena River melts before the ice downstream does, which usually causes flooding because ice blocks hinder the flow of water. In 2007, the river overflooded and more than 1,000 homes and 12 towns were underwater.
Number 8. Parana River.
The Parana River is the 14th longest river in the world. Though most of the river is located in Brazil, it also runs through other parts of South America, such as Argentina and Paraguay. The river is about 2,485 miles long and flows into three other rivers. On the southern part of the river, flooding is extremely common. The strong currents that the Parana brings are said to erode river shores, destroy buildings, and cause many people to have to move out of their homes. The high winds and El Niño effect also play big roles in how powerful the river is.
Number 7. Yenisey River.
The Yenisey River is the biggest river that flows into the Arctic Ocean. At 3,445 miles long, the river is the 5th largest in the world. The river flows through Mongolia, the Yenisei Gulf, then drains into the center of Siberia. The upper part of the river is subject to floods as well as rapids. Because part of the river exits through the Darkhad Valley, studies have shown that it is often blocked by ice. Once the glaciers retreat, it is said that as much as 500 cubic kilometers of water could escape from the river and cause a complete debacle.
Number 6. Mississippi River.
The Mississippi River is the only river in the US to make this list. The Mississippi River is the second largest in the US. It expands across 2,340 miles of land. It starts at Lake Itasca in Minnesota and travels all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. Those who live along the banks of the river often have to fear its high tides and extremely powerful waters. Many of the levees that have been built to hold back the water have proven extremely unhelpful. In 2008, many were afraid that the river would overflood even more than it already had. The water was topping levees, and many had to be evacuated from their homes.
Number 5. Brahmaputra River.
The Brahmaputra River is located in Bangladesh. It starts in southwestern Tibet, goes through the Himalayas, the Assam Valley, and then through Bangladesh. The Brahmaputra River is about 1,800 miles long and is mostly used for transportation as well as irrigation. While most of this river is navigable, some parts are prone to catastrophic flooding in the spring once the snow of the Himalayas melt. This river is also one of the few that is known to have something called a tidal bear. This means that incoming tides form waves that travel up the river against the direction of the current. This is what researchers call a true tidal wave. This makes the Brahmaputra River that much stronger.
Number 4. Yangtze River.
The Yangtze River is the longest river in Asia as well as China. It is the 3rd longest river in the world. The river stretches about 3,964 miles and flows through the East China Sea in Shanghai. The Yangtze River is also known for its flooding, and dams that have been built to prevent water from flowing outside of the river's banks have proven to be useless. Researchers have realized that the river actually has 3 different types of floods, and that its tides are much too strong during some seasons to prevent water from overflowing. Many use the river for electricity and water transport, but they often, if not always, have to live in the fear of their towns being flooded.
Number 3. Orinoco River.
The Orinoco is the 3rd longest river in South America. The river is 1,330 miles long and flows through Colombia and Venezuela. The river passes through forested terrain and waterfalls where it slows. However, the waterfalls become rapids, which have proven to be extremely difficult to navigate, even though during this time the river is downstream. Eventually, the river dumps into the Atlantic Ocean. The river also experiences coastal upswelling year-round, which often poses a threat for those who live close to the river.
Number 2. Congo River.
You might know the Congo River as the Zaire River. Whichever name you are familiar with, this river is the largest in Western Central Africa. At 2,922 miles, the Congo River is the second longest river in Africa. This river is also Africa's most powerful river. Even though the Congo starts off as a peaceful river, it eventually begins to widen and also picks up speed during this time. Eventually, the water passes through the Gates of Hell, which is a 75-mile-long canyon that presents rapids that are impassable. At the Upper Congo, the river ends, but it has a 60-mile stretch of rapids.
Number 1. Amazon River.
The Amazon River is the largest river in the world when looking at its volume. It is located in South America, and because it is so large, it can count for at least a fifth of the world's complete river flow. This river is so powerful and so big that there aren't any points along the river where it can be crossed by a bridge. This river has an extremely powerful discharge at the mouth, which can release as much as 8 trillion gallons of water each day. The river is said to be about 150 feet deep, so if you're thinking about going for a swim in the Amazon, do think again.
So I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please do give us a like below and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed it. Also, if you liked this video, why not check out some of our other videos over there on the right. One is the top 10 amazing islands you probably don't know of, and below that we've got the top 10 black sand beaches. So check both of those out, be sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.